All right, all right, all right, all right. You clicked on this video. You know it's in store, my thoughts on G5. If you're wanting someone to just bash the series, you can find other YouTubers for that. If you think I'm going to praise the series and say it's not that bad, then again, go somewhere else. But if you want my honest opinion, then stay tuned.
My little boy.
Get your kid's ass out of here. Hello, I'm Discord Jedi Knight, and I want to start this by saying, if you like G5, then I don't want to take that away from you. You enjoy what you like, and as long as we can agree to disagree, then by all means, tell me in the comments down below what you like about it. While you're down there, like, share, and subscribe for more content, and hopefully this will be the first, only, and last video I make on G5. So, truth be told, I originally wrote the script 3 weeks ago, along with 12 other videos that were supposed to be out before this one. But since then, there has been a lot of news, and I mean a lot. G5 is officially over, and there is a lot of speculation about G6. Now, while I want to and have made an idea video discussing G6, I feel it would be better to get this video out first. So, I didn't become a fan of My Little Pony until 2022, long after Friendship is Magic in between the film and the Netflix show Make Your Mark. When I first watched the film, I won't deny I liked on the first viewing. Izzy was the best, and while Sunny did have her flaws, at least she had a good heart. My obvious favorite was Hitch because of his aura. Going from someone who hates other species to wanting to help is great. I didn't care for Pip, and Zip to me was a dash clone. The magic stuff was interesting, but it made no sense with what I had originally known from G4. And yes, somehow this was supposed to be the future of Equestria. The movie has its flaws, but overall, it's a decent take on a concept that was actually done way better in G4. Season 9, with all the ponies turning on each other, and then in the end, coming together to fight back against the big three villains. The way it ended, I just don't believe the kingdom would fall apart, and all the relationships with the non-pony species would have faded away. But you're right. We shouldn't compare this to G4. We should let it speak for itself and let it stand on its own root, as you say. Well, fine, but as soon as the show starts, they connect it to G4 in a big way. And I hate it. At first I was like, okay, I want to know what happened. How did Twilight and the others fail? Who's in charge of the moon? And how the hell was there no magic? I wanted to see these questions answered. They had potential for something great, and what did the show give us? That's right. The show was never going to be as good as my expectations. Now, you might say that's my fault, but honestly, it's gold nostalgia baiting. I think a fantastic comparison to G4 is, unfortunately, Star Wars. The Force Awakens was a great film. I had little problem with it. Actually, I wanted Finn to become a Jedi and Rey to be the side character. But it wasn't a bad movie, and the fact that Rey was so powerful created intrigue. I wanted to know her story. Episode 7 was a good start that had great potential, just like the Next Generation movie. And Make Your Mark was The Last Jedi. They wasted such great potential, and what's worse than The Last Jedi? The show had poor writing most of the time, and the CGI looked bad. In fact, I don't think I even really liked the character designs to begin with. They should have just made a cartoon. Oh, we got a cartoon in the form of a TikTok short series that did nothing but melt your brain all day. Where's the story? And then, just like The Rise of Skywalker, which practically spit in the face of all the fans with Palpatine's return. G4 did it not only with Discord in the comics, but Okay, so I get it, Discord is immortal. I don't have a problem with him outliving his friends. I just don't like the way they went about it. Yes, I'm a Fluttercord shipper, but toss that out of here. Let's look at this subjectively. What I want Discord to be able to do is what Fluttershy and the others gave him. He should be able to maintain and have hundreds of friends, so he can never be bored or lonely again. Instead, they made him run away, try to stop magic, something that he knows Fluttershy would never agree with, and then hide in the cave all day. They Luke Skywalker Discord. I'm tired of my favorite male characters who were once strong and given a happy ending, turned into sad old men because as a male myself, this tells me that it doesn't matter if I ever have a happy ending. It's always going to be taken away from me and I'll end up grumpy and old. Is this really the lesson we want men to have? Damn it. Spike was just nostalgia bait and didn't really add anything. And so now what? In the end, I have come to my conclusion. G5, much like Star Wars, the sequel trilogy, should never have been a sequel to the originals. I think I and so many fans would go easier on it if it were put out and called something else, with no references to the previous series except by name. For Star Wars, Han, Leia, and Luke should be cameos and nothing more, training Finn. Rey and Poe into G5 if it could stand on its own, was referencing G for constantly. Then I think, at face value, there are some decent moments in the show. I like the twins, and I liked trying to solve a mystery. I hated Sparky and Hitch, who was downplayed to a babysitter, but if you had him help it more, I would have been just fine. Pip even ducked a few nice moments with her songs. I really liked that one episode. Missy has to put together a show, and the three bands all wanted to be the runner. That was good. The good doesn't outweigh the bad, but the good is there. Mr. Canopline could have been better. Just don't connect it to G4. Friendship is Magic was a brand new series that was able to stand on its own hooves, unconnected to the previous seasons, and I feel like G5 should have been just that. Or maybe do what going to do and just have Twilight be a different version of herself. Frankly, by itself, G5 doesn't stand very well, but it can stand up at the very least. If only it didn't try to connect to G4, I think I would have gone a lot softer on it and said it was air, but in my opinion, just like the sequel trilogy, it's a disgrace to the legacy of what came before. Sorry, but I'm honest. But like I said, it does have good moments. I like everything with Misty trying to do the right thing and being scared of the consequences, with Opaline if she does, due to her fear of being alone. I also like how she wants to fit in by getting her own mark. In fact, the title Make Your Mark reflects what the show was trying to convey, but it missed the mark. Hey, okay, I bashed it a lot more than I said I was going to. But again, I don't want to take away your enjoyment of it. If you like it, please tell me why. I think you should have the right tonight to disagree with me, so long as we can agree to disagree. Once upon a time, Star Wars used to be my escape from reality, but is not just toxic. And MLP now become that escape for me. I hope it will never be toxic. Why? Because My Little Pony is about one thing: friendship and promoting friendship, and that's what I hope to do with this channel. I never want to be this negative and in an LP video again. Let's hope I'm not. Thank you all for watching. I'm looking forward to G6 in my next video. We'll be discussing that, so stay tuned for that. And remember, my friend, friendship is magic.